Hi there, welcome to the stream. Yeah, mic's working. Okay, before we start, yeah, last night when we finished off the stream, we actually realised that we weren't streaming to the right channel, so we do apologise for that, and we didn't even change the actual name of the it was still the old stream. It was all still set up, so we do apologise for that. But regarding that, actually, you know, it done quite good on the views, so we're really happy about that, and we just want to thank everyone for joining in. So on with the game, I say. We're still on Act 2. So I think we'll talk to Eros and Apollo.
Grace.
Hey, Eros. Nice to...
Oh, embrace straight away.
Oh, okay.
Personal space or what?
So happy you're here.
Hi, hello him.
It means so much. You have no idea.
Okay, so where are you? Okay. Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, seems
you seem a bit
down in the dumps.
Every time she does this, I don't know how to handle it. I almost want to run upstairs and demand she stop. Remind her that this never works. Sorry, I shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
The whole idea of this party just makes me feel uneasy.
I know exactly what you mean. Every time, Aphrodite forgets. At least for a while. But I don't. I remember everything. I'm there for the nightmares, the panic attacks, the days she doesn't even remember the war's over. And now I'm arranging her gathering again, so she can die again. And I'll watch it all again.
Wait, what happened?
Is it okay if I ask what happened?
What did happen?
I don't mean to pry, but I'm new. I really don't know.
I know, but it happened to Aphrodite, not me. It's not my story to tell.
Come on.
If I know what she was dealing with, I might be able to help.
Yeah, just tell us.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I can help.
What happened is that Brother Ares happened.
Okay.
He missed out on the first world-spanning war, you see, so he was damned if he'd miss out on the next one. He found some jack-booted mortals, so full of themselves and their supremacy, and he told them about the idols. Then they came for us. Took us completely by surprise. Some they killed, but Aphrodite, her they captured.
Guess maybe tortured as well.
Yeah. Oh.
Aphrodite was captured, but she's here now. So she must have escaped.
She didn't. Do you know the name Hephaestus?
No.
The guy who makes the weapons.
God of smiths.
Yeah.
He could make anything, any tool or weapon.
Yeah.
He was Aphrodite's husband.
Didn't know that.
And he adored her. When he found out the mortals were torturing her, he went mad. He was determined to save her.
Wait, they tortured her?
Nothing extreme, I'm told. They were too frightened, but they were also determined to wring every last secret out of her. So, who knows how long that fear would have lasted. Thus, Hephaestus made a deal.
With the, jackbooted guys?
No.
Very good weapons.
With their enemies. That's what saved her.
Oh.
Then this deal is how Aphrodite survived.
It's how we all survived. It's what brought us to the new world. Hephaestus saved us all. We never saw him again. That was the deal. He would leave, make their precious weapons, and never look back. Aphrodite never even got to say goodbye. It's funny, because Aphrodite didn't even like Hephaestus when they were married. She seemed to resent every minute they were together. But now he's all she can think about.
Is there no other way?
Yeah.
Does Aphrodite really need to...
To die? I've asked that so many times. She's tried magic, drugs,
Yes, ma'am.
psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly think of. For a while, she'll deny anything's wrong. It all seems fine, and I start to hope. Maybe this time will be different. Then the nightmares begin, and the memories return. More with each passing day until... I hate it, but I see her agony. I can't deny her this.
Maybe I just don't understand, but... Isn't this... like, suicide?
Well, it's assisted, isn't it?
Some of the idols have committed suicide. They let themselves die without passing on their eidolon.
What happens?
What you'd expect. They're gone. Forever.
So they don't pass on the spirits, they're
Mother
gone
says she
forever.
can't do that.
But if they pass on the spirits, like in those, you've
Not
got
until she sees Hephaestus again, I suspect.
basically, what was that, like a
Not
week or something?
what's
Couple of
happening
days,
here is anything
before they
casual.
actually take over the body.
She
Excuse
still
me.
has to die. For a while.
What is my part in all of this? I'll help if I can.
Aphrodite loves drama. She always has. She wants us here to... well, to remember. To celebrate our history. She'll ask you to use your power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
Oh, I could
I
probably
can't
do
force
that.
anyone to do anything they don't want to, Eros.
That's not what I'm asking.
Yeah, you just ask them to
I
inspire her.
believe that deep down, she doesn't want to do this any longer. She must see it isn't working. She just needs the strength to try. Or I hope that's all she needs.
Okay.
What if you're wrong?
Yeah.
What if she decides not to do this and it keeps getting worse?
Then I'll be with her to help her reach the other side.
Okay.
If she can.
Yeah. If she can. It's a lot to ask. I'll understand if you can't. All I want, one way or another, is to get through tonight.
Oh, wait for Aphrodite. Let's just quickly talk to Apollo just in case we're missing anything.
I know all these people, Grace. For as long as I can remember, I've known them. Yet sometimes I
right.
feel like I don't know any of them at all. Or they me.
I spoke
Yeah.
to Eros.
Yeah.
He's pretty broken up over all this.
Oh, poor Eros. Each new successor, his hopes rise up once more. And then he watches the new Aphrodite crumble. Piece by piece. Only to start all over again. It's so different from the olden days. Once he was the eternal disaster, and Aphrodite kept constant vigil over him.
Roles
Maybe he
reversed.
feels like he owes her.
I think he's followed her into a dark void, and somewhere, deep down, believes he deserves no better.
You don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they family gatherings? Like the sort mortals have?
You call each other sister and brother and mother.
Well, yes, but
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family. All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
that would be Pan. But yes, I feel very much out of place.
Why is that exactly? Wouldn't you feel more like you belonged after 1,000 years together?
Is your assumption that all those centuries bring great wisdom?
Don't they?
We get older. We have more to forget. We hold grudges longer.
Probably way closer when it was on Mount Olympus.
No,
Well,
not so far.
supposedly
I
even
should
then
get
they
back
had
out there.
big fights together. Okay, so we want to now just wait for Aphrodite. Okay. I don't know, I think as much as we can. There we go.
My family. Having you all here, gathered once again to see me off, it moves me. More than I can say. My loves, my darlings, my dearest friends. And you. Oh, my dear sweet thing. I dare not hope that you, with all your troubles, might sing me to my sleep. Yet here you are. Yet here she is. Huh.
It's lovely to meet you, Aphrodite. Properly, this time.
Ah, yes. Poor Calliope. Such a loss to us all. I shall miss her dearly. To have come so far, only... No, it doesn't bear thinking about. It's too much.
Is this Grace, my lady? The new muse?
Oh! What manners I have! Grace, Grace! Meet the lovely mortal woman who shall tonight become the new me.
Hi, my name's Venus, and yes, it really is Venus. Nice to meet you, Grace.
Hi. I have to admit, it'll be weird watching this happen the, proper way.
Because I'm chosen?
Yeah. I wasn't. Not like this, anyhow.
Yeah, Lady Aphrodite told me. I'm so sorry, that sounds
Basically, when
There will be so much time for
die,
you lovelies to
or-
speak later.
I don't know,
Now,
get too
we must
old or something,
prepare
then they
for my
basically,
departure.
or the members get too much or something like that. They basically pass on the spirit to somebody else.
Are you sure we can't talk first? I really need your help, Aphrodite.
I know you do, my dear. I wish I could be there for you, but I'm afraid my time is up. But since you've shown such kindness in coming, I will ask Eros to make himself available to you afterwards. There's nothing I know that he does not. He is my son, my truest friend, my longest love.
Won't he be... a little distracted?
Eros has been through this before, Grace. He knows what must be done.
Are you sure you want to go through with this? I mean, you seem okay.
Oh, thank you. I'm pleased to hear that my smile is still convincing.
Oh, I didn't mean to say it wasn't. It's just... This is a lot, isn't it?
Oh, is that a note of disapproval I hear?
I don't know how I feel about this, honestly.
I understand and I appreciate your concern, but I don't want tonight to be about my pain. So I have nothing but smiles and love for all my family. Now, do you know the true purpose of this gathering? Have any of them told you?
To ease your suffering? To forget about what happened?
An escape into the soothing blackness. To swim in Lethean waters, at least for a time.
Does it help?
I don't know. Each Aphrodite before me begged for mercy. This is all I can do for all of us. Even so, tonight is not about the pain. It is about honoring the memory of what was while that memory still persists. Go, enjoy the gathering, Grace. Tell me when you're ready to begin.
Let's go talk to Venus.
I should apologize, Grace. Saying that I was chosen like I'm somehow more special. I really didn't mean it that way. I hope you can... I'm sorry. It looks like I'll be doing that a lot. Lady Aphrodite said I'm ready, but I don't know.
Having second thoughts? If so, now's probably the time to mention it.
Yeah.
I would never do that to Lady Aphrodite. I'm just nervous.
That's understandable.
If I can ask, what does it feel like after it happens? Do you feel different?
I'm not sure. It happened so fast, I didn't know what to think. Calliope died, and then all this happened.
You didn't remember anything? About her?
Didn't even know her.
Who she was? She was
I mean,
just...
we met her for about 2 minutes.
Yeah. Isn't that the point of all this?
I just wanted to be sure. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it could be real.
How do you know Aphrodite exactly?
Ask all the questions.
So I was working at this homeless shelter, right?
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, and she came in with one of the older residents. And she was there in this, like, amazing dress. And she's sitting with this guy and really listening to him. Like, they were old friends or something. I just thought,
Zeus, maybe.
what is someone like her doing in a place like this? So, I just went over and introduced myself.
That's it? Just like that.
Yeah. She came back to the shelter a few times, but by then, I guess she'd taken an interest in me instead.
Your name's really Venus, huh?
Everybody asks me that. Even the other idols. Maybe that's why Lady Aphrodite noticed me in the first place. She says it was fated to be. I say it's because my mama was a diehard hippie.
Are you really okay with all this?
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen, right?
I saw a lot of people in crisis at the shelter. I knew something was wrong with Lady Aphrodite. She's in so much pain, Grace. She won't let you see how much. Eros called me one night desperate. She wouldn't stop screaming. She didn't know where she was. She's a good person, Grace. A good soul. She deserves mercy.
Mentally, it sounds like she's going off a rocker slowly but surely. So she basically needs to transfer her soul into a new body. So basically the pattern like starts again. How long for? Who knows?
I get that you want to help Aphrodite, but do you really want to be her? To be an idol?
At first I thought, wow, this is too good to be true. Who wouldn't want to be a god? Later I realized they're not all powerful. They don't know everything. They're lost. Do I want to be that? Will I be that when the memories return? I don't know.
So why go through with it?
Because Lady Aphrodite needs me. Maybe, just maybe, if I'm added into the mix of all the people she's been, maybe things will be different.
Okay, quickly go talk to Apollo just in case he sees something new. And we'll begin the ritual.
Back again.
I don't think I'll have a chance to talk to Aphrodite. Not before, you know.
I was hoping she might have spared a moment.
What should I do?
You have two choices, Grace. Either you do as she asks and sing her to her rest,
At which point Venus won't have Aphrodite's memories yet.
or you somehow convince her to remain with us and hope she's grateful.
Maybe
And
we can
doesn't
sing
regret
that.
it. Or get angry at me for ruining her party.
Do what you feel is right. It's a risk either way.
Have you spoken with Venus? She seems really...
Nice, earnest, a genuinely good person.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's not an accident. Ever since the war, Aphrodite has sought out the kindest, the most innocent souls to be her successors. She chooses them because she believes that over time, it might make her a better person. A more worthy person.
Wouldn't it be better if she chose people who were, I don't know, more resilient?
I suppose that depends on your definition of strength, Grace.
I should get back out there.
Okay. Let's begin the ritual. So we've got basically two choices. Either to sing it basically to a death, or I think we might be able to sing
so
and then convince it not to.
For so long. But in the end, I must bid you all farewell once again. But before I go, I would like us all to remember the sacrifices that brought us here to this strange new world. This time, it is with the help of our lovely muse that we shall be guided. We let them rise. We let it happen. We waited far too long.
Oh.
We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. Since the beginning we were hidden. We held court from up above. 'Twas the golden age of reason, and I the queen of love. But a plague of hate was spreading, and there were vultures standing by. Before we fell to our knees begging, we fell from the sky. We let them rise, we let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. We sought shelter from the shadows, but were soon ripped from the dark. Those mortal souls that ended us were jealous from the start. They hunted me for power to fuel their psychopathic cause. And once they fell before me and worshipped all I was, they chased me down and threw me in a cage, held me prisoner for so long. I thought I'd win their hearts again. I was wrong. I was wrong. I see you have the power. It's a poisonous reward. My virtues only scorn me when I was once adored. Loved by every mortal, then ripped from paradise. No one suffered greater till he made his sacrifice. The man that I ignored saved me when I fell. Yes, the husband I abhorred rescued me from hell. I thought it was a joke when it was said to me, he struck a deal with our enemy's enemy, made a secret weapon so my captors let me go. He gave up his freedom, leaving just a memory, and this love I'll never know is what he gave to me.
I can't believe what I'm hearing today. If your story stops there, I've nothing to say. I can't imagine
no excuse, but mortals can tell.
You know.
There's no sweet release, it's ongoing.
You know. You know.
Everyone's here to bid me farewell. Can you imagine?
I can imagine.
This really happened. I won't let you weep. You know it's too late. Sing me to sleep. Pity my
Oh, chat.
fate.
I was singing it to sleep.
Please won't let me be.
Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment.
I've never spoken, but this moment's long overdue. 'Cause think of the children as something a mortal would do. This really happens again and again. Stuck in a circle, denying our own memory. She won't look like you, but it's you who will see. Mother, don't want you to be
Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment. There's fire in you yet. Aphrodite returns, she'll never forget.
Finally, we'll be free.
Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment, lost in a song.
Lost in a moment. Lost in a moment. Lost in a moment.
Mother, is it true? You've chosen to.
Live. I have chosen to live.
That's right, chats. Chose to live.
I'm so sorry, Venus. I made you so many promises, dearest, and I won't be able to keep them.
My lady, all I ever wanted was for you to be happy. If this is your wish, I'll be with you at every step.
I as well. Always.
I hope none of us regret this choice in the days to come. But thank you.
I'm not gonna say you promised on me.
It has to be better than doing the same thing over and over.
Does it? It could also be far worse.
Don't talk like that, Mother. We can fight this.
I'm so very tired, my loves, but I will. I'll try. Now then, Grace. You needed my help. No doubt regarding Calliope's death. Have you any suspicions as to who might be responsible?
That's why we need to keep it. Keep it alive.
Calliope was at the reliquary when she was attacked, but I only know of 3 people who were there.
And you're sure none of them are responsible, Grace?
I thought maybe Medusa, but I've spoken to her and I think it's someone else.
Calliope came to see us that night. She was agitated, frightened even, but she wouldn't explain why.
She said she had a plan. It must have been the reliquary.
A plan? A plan for what? What could she find at the reliquary that would help her?
Maybe she wanted a weapon. Something to defend herself with.
If only we'd known she intended to go to the reliquary. How on earth does she even get in?
She used the key, the one Pan gave her.
How do you know?
When Calliope arrived, she dropped it. Then she laughed and said she'd better not lose it because Pan won't give me another key to the reliquary. I didn't know it was important.
Well, there's your help, Grace. I can't give you any better.
Come now, Mother. It's time you rested. It's been a long night.
If I don't, I suppose you'll both gang up on me again. Very well.
Always leads back to Pan.
So, did they have anything helpful?
I gave him every opportunity to tell me. He said he didn't know what happened to Calliope.
Just because he gave her the key doesn't necessarily make that a lie.
Doesn't it? I thought you suspected him. What side are you on?
Your side, Grace. Always your side.
It's either Pan or
Right, Grace?
somebody setting him up
You seem troubled.
because he's the obvious one to go after because he's, you know, like a trickster.
What you said earlier about Calliope's memories coming back.
That wasn't how I wanted you to find out. I'm sorry. If you like, we can talk about it later at my place, after you've had some time to digest.
I might do that. Thanks.
I suppose you'll be headed home.
Or to look for Medusa, yeah.
Then I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself, Grace.
Okay, so talk to Freddy, Grace's apartment. Time to head back home for now. Okay, so let's go back to Grace's apartment. Yeah, Pan is obviously the number one suspect at the moment, but...
Oh, hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name.
Oh, so
Where's
Evie's doing
Freddy?
it.
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
What, you and Freddy are friends now? When did this happen?
When I came looking for you, Friday has this movie that I've never seen. Super cool, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, would you rather not share your mortal friends? Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I can connect any two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
Okay.
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
You can't be this nice. Are you for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
You mentioned the old Hermes a lot. You knew him?
Yeah, I was homeless for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him. every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
Do I have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually. She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
She could always come here. Everyone else does.
Athena entered the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals
Will she?
are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay. Oh, when you see Freddie, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay. Oh, we can still. Hold on a minute. Can't pick kick-ass now. We've already done that. This is Grace with Soul and Christmas. She tries to do the right thing and everyone likes her for it. Sometimes. Do you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to go clever. We've already got kick-ass. I'm assuming. Sometimes you need to think your way out of a problem, right? This is Grace. Sneakier, smarter, and wittier. I think we're going to go for that. So now we've got...
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
Well, wonder way it makes me why it asked me to pick that
I
again.
stand. Thanks.
As you like.
Oh.
You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Yeah, why'd you go there?
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
Am I not supposed to be proving my innocence? Would you prefer I did nothing?
I'd prefer you didn't break any other rules in the meantime.
Such
Oh, it's
as...
weird.
Do you have a
Oh,
list
it's-
I can read, or
yes.
do you just make them up
I'm
as you go?
presuming because it's going to get... We need them. We've already got kick-ass,
You
but
think
now
our
we might
judgment
be
was
able to make a
rash?
choice. Because I have noticed as we've been talking, we can...
It
Like,
was.
we can ask a few things, but it's been grayed
In
out.
truth,
Because we
I
didn't pick
worried
it.
that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end.
What, killing me?
I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply.
Yeah.
I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
Like you care about
Like
Medusa.
you care about Medusa? She lives like that because you cursed her. Have you even tried to undo it? I'm betting not, because she's
Yeah,
useful like this,
I
and
think
that's
so.
where your caring ends.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
Excuse me. I see. Now we can do this.
You know, it's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now? I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you? You're so busy holding on to what you have. You can't see what you're throwing away.
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Okay, so let's ask about Pan first, and then we'll go through them.
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
Sort of. But I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this. Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
Yeah, because it could be you, couldn't it? Okay.
Alright, let's talk about Medusa.
Again, if you wish. What of her?
I just have to know why. Of all the people you could have working for you, why her?
We could have left her behind. I elected to bring her because, in the end, she is my responsibility. But Medusa didn't want charity. She volunteered to work in my service. It's trying at times. Now, if there isn't anything else?
Who has access to the reliquary?
Yeah.
Is it anyone with a key, or...
Doesn't matter. You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
Yeah, she could be trying to put me off guard.
The same person gave it to me, who gave it to Calliope.
And who gave it to Calliope, then? I see.
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
Yeah.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Athena has always struggled in a crisis.
Well, that's a nice way of putting it.
Remember, she was a warrior. When pressed, she's always turned to that aspect, sought to maintain absolute control. It'd be hypocritical to say it's wrong of her. She's battled for me as much as for anyone.
Do you think she's telling the truth? About the idols dying out?
Yes, though I find it odd she chose to tell you.
Maybe Athena thought, who'd believe Grace if she blabbed about it anyway?
Sadly, while I'd prefer to stay in her good graces, I doubt that will be possible.
Oh, she told us for a reason.
Uh-oh. What now?
You may not like this, but you need to go back to the reliquary.
Why?
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
As usual, you're way ahead of me.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calliope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
Not
I told you
necessarily.
it'd be years before you got Calliope's memories back. Well, that's true, but not entirely.
What do you mean? Tell us more.
Those memories are inside you. You go somewhere important to Calliope or touch something special to her, you will get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
Whatever happened to Calliope there, it ended her life.
Yeah.
All we need to do is uncover those memories.
That's basically the scene in the murder, really. That's where she got attacked. Well, we think.
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
Okay. Do you want to ask Athena for permission?
It just seems like a radical step. For you.
A week ago, I would have said that breaking into the reliquary couldn't be done. A week ago, I couldn't have imagined being here. My stance on a lot of things has changed. If you have another idea, however, I'm happy to go along with it.
That's the beast.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then the alarms bring Asterion and Hecate, and all three of us do a great deal of apologizing.
Let's just hope that's all those alarms do.
Huh.
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
Am I sure? No. No, I'm not.
Oh, that's coming.
Well, yeah, I was about to say.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, well, do you have a way we could look into those things without encountering even more lies?
Deja vu it is.
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Yeah.
Some memory of what happened to Calliope, even a flash. Anything that gives us something to work with.
And if that doesn't happen?
Make it happen, Grace. As if your life depends on it.
I can really see why the idols call you the cheery one.
I'm sorry, but why is she here again?
Is there really no other way? This seems a bit desperate.
I think that's kind of the point, Grace.
Yeah.
There isn't much time left, and I'm out of ideas that won't take more time than we have.
Well, there's always running, right? Grace leaves the city, goes on a world tour, becomes rich and famous. It's just me. Okay then.
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
Oh,
I
aye.
can't go into the reliquary with you. Not without tipping off Hecate. But I won't be far. If anything goes wrong, I will come running. But even so, Grace, please be careful.
We're a little beyond careful, aren't we?
Come on, the time for adventure is now.
Be safe. Both of you.
Is he the killer? Seems very, very helpful, doesn't he? You know. Okay, so we can sneak in the back way, be honest with Hecate, Betty distracts Hecate. Let's try and sneak in the back way. Where the beast goes.
Wait, are you sure this is right? Was that the right door?
You're asking me like I'm supposed to know?
It just feels like we're back outside again. Maybe that was some kind of portal or...
Or maybe we're right where we're supposed to be.
Then we should be careful. Remember what the Minotaur said? Alarms. Magical defenses.
None of which killed Calliope, we think. But sure, I hear you.
How do we avoid getting lost? It's like a labyrinth.
Oh, it is a labyrinth, but I've never had any trouble finding my way around.
Huh?
Hey, easy. Whoa. All right, no need to freak out. I'm a guardian, sure. But I'm not a monster. But, yeah, you know you're not supposed to be in here, right?
You owe us a favor. You owe us a
I
favor.
seem to recall that we did you a huge favor the last time we were here.
Yeah, for Pan, but I already...
Yeah, we hooked you up with Hecate, and she is way out of your league, dude.
I know, but...
So you couldn't make an exception just this one little time? Hecate doesn't need to know.
I need to bring you back to Kate. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Hey! Come back! Oi! Come back!
They're like,
Okay. I don't hear anything. I think I'm all right. I hope Freddy's okay. She better be. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start? Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just... focus.
oh. There we go. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, okay. Some kind of shrine. One of the gods.
It's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
I think this is a shrine to Aphrodite, actually. Maybe, I'm not too sure.
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Here we got instruments.
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
Pan's flute, isn't it? I know the flutes.
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
Trident. Tridents.
Is this an armory, too?
Apple. Golden apple.
Freddy, are you out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
Branch? Olive branch?
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
A scroll? Gotta be in the middle, aren't it?
I don't even know what language that is.
Statue?
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
Maybe. Let's see if it's the maybe then. Gotta be, hasn't it? There we go.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
Oh. You touched the mirror. Oh, hold on a minute.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're the people that might have stopped there.
Hello? Do you work for Hecate? Are you guardians or something? Okay then. What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Oh.
Oh! Grace? Freddy! We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
She does not look too scared, does she, or even surprised. Like, she's so dodgy, that friend. Oh, here we go. Was I right all the time?
I won't let you.
Oh! He's just been stabbed.
Freddy!
Well, I'm guessing that's what happened to the one. I still suspect Pan. What, after these just killed her? I mean... What? I mean, what? They're obviously the killers. Well, they're the ones that stopped her.
Oh, God.
Oh,
God, Freddy.
Flashbacks. Maybe she gets blamed for this.
Oh, Grace.
You summoned the Furies.
What?
Those beings were the Furies.
There we go.
Beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
Who are the Fates? Who are the Furies? I didn't do anything. I didn't touch anything.
This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
I'm not leaving, Freddy. Not like this. All this magic. There has to be something. Don't tell me there's no way to undo this.
We have to leave. We have to leave now.
Well, day 5. Where should I go now? Question mark. Act 3. So we now know kind of what's happened to the original woman. She touched that maybe or didn't touch that maybe. Who knows? But they're obviously the people that stabbed her. Who sent her there? Maybe it was Pan. Not too sure of that yet. Why stabbed her? Obviously, they're kind of like assassins, like she's just said then, the librarian. They don't get called for no reason.
We left her there. I can't believe we left her there.
We couldn't have taken her with us. Hecate will... She'll take care of her.
I should be taking care of her.
Is that what happened to Calliope?
I reckon, yeah.
Was she attacked by the Furies as you were?
I reckon.
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
The Furies. Sent by the same person, I imagine.
Exactly, so the Furies are the ones that stopped there, but who sent the Furies? That's what we need to find out. And then that's who the real killer really is, because they were the one that sent them. But the Furies actually did the act. They were the one that stabbed her. Yeah, you think it's Pan. Who knows?
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
Somebody.
Even in our prime, none of the idols had the Furies at our beck and call. Perhaps Zeus, but he's long gone.
So you think?
I honestly didn't know the Furies still existed.
Clearly someone can do it.
I mean, unless they weren't sent. Unless they were responding to something else, something you'd done unwittingly. I'm sorry, I'm afraid your guess is as good as mine.
What do you mean, unwittingly?
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
They're not. Hecate called them embodiments of retribution, and I suppose that's the best description. They go back to, well, the time before my memory. I was once told they were created to enforce the most ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Decrees one couldn't break, written in blood. Laws even idols abided by in the days of old Olympus. But those surely died with Zeus. Even if they hadn't, you can't have broken any. They're not easy to overlook.
Well, how would they even know what they were?
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They're enforcers of the old laws. I imagine they decided the debt was paid, whatever it was, when blood was spilled. The blood didn't have to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
Then they would have come after you. And they wouldn't have stopped until they were through. Not ever.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
Well, apparently she wanted to speak to the fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The fates are primordial beings, like the Furies. They're said to control destiny. Perhaps Calliope wished to know her destiny. Or change it. I'm not sure.
Can these fates really control the future?
They're tied into fate, as I am. Perhaps they're even where my power stems from, or how Hecate's books are written.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with them.
Or you, apparently.
Could it have been the Fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
I doubt it. If they didn't want to answer the mayor, I'm certain they simply wouldn't.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the Fates.
Why not ask them? You too have caused quite the stir. Hecate is beside herself, and Athena is out of her mind. Well done.
How long have you been listening?
Long enough to know that you need another way to speak to the Fates, unless you're planning on trying the reliquary again.
Obviously not.
No, not a chance. We'll find the truth on our own, Persephone.
If you sent Grace to wander about looking for Calliope's memories, you're already out of options.
Wait, what's this about some other way? What are you talking about, Persephone?
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
What?
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
But you came here to help, right?
And I came here to help.
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. So your promise to help Grace was an empty one? Step up, for once, and do what she needs you to do. Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the Fates. It's simple.
Yeah, it's never so simple, is it?
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and, overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
So if we go to Hades and, find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into, exactly?
A great deal.
Oh, we book a few anyway.
Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
Is there really no other way to talk to these Fates? Do we have to take the nuclear option?
Do you want to try going back to the reliquary?
No. No. Hell no.
The only other person with a direct connection to the Fates is Apollo here.
You know it doesn't work like that.
Then it's the throne or nothing, isn't it?
Okay. No need to keep selling me on it. I'm in.
Yeah, looks like we're going to go to hell.
Yeah. I need to punch something really hard. Or overthrow hell. I'm good with either of those things.
Did you see that, Apollo? You see, that is what a backbone looks like.
I can't. I'm sorry, but this is a step too far.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies, according to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Oh.
Hold on, wait. What does that mean? If her soul is in Hades, then...
We can rescue his soul and put it back in the body.
means the ruler of Hades can release her.
Yeah.
That's assuming everything remained as it was.
So if we
Fine.
overthrow Hades, we can
I'll
get
do
the
it.
friend back
But I'm not going.
by releasing the soul back into her body.
You prefer, by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
Shall I wait here, or...
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
It's the only way to find out why Calliope was trying to contact the Fates.
The Fates?
There's something going on, Hermes. I'm at the edge of it. But without the Fates, I'll never know the truth.
And that means going to Hades, with or without Athena's permission.
Okay.
That was easy. Okay.
Signal when you need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember,
Yeah, it was too easy, that
the
wasn't it?
underworld
Yeah,
doesn't
okay.
keep up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her.
Open up the car boot. There you go. Go to hell.
Let's go.
There we go. And to hell we descend.
Welcome to the real underworld.
Wow. It feels so empty,
It certainly does.
so lonely.
No souls there.
It's
No,
not
no
completely
praise for the goal.
Neither
gods
is the
anymore.
throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Yeah, he's obvious.
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, it does.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing. Hades tricked him, you see, and with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours.
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
Okay.
You
Why
happened
have
to
you
mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
The rap battle.
So there's gonna be a fight? Good. I need something to punch.
Yeah.
Don't get too excited, Grace. Orpheus is hardly a worthy foe.
Really? Even though he took your throne?
He took an empty throne after I left. That does not make him a king. Just someone else that's in my way.
In our way, you mean?
Yes, in our way.
Oh, just imagine if I claimed the throne instead of her.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come, it's time to cross the Styx.
Whoever sticks where the ferryman is. Give him some coins.
The ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination. I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Hey there. I'm Grace, idol and last of the muses. Is that enough?
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing? He says he's always liked the muses, and that you're very pretty.
Oh, thanks.
No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him. Let's get underway, Corone. It's a long ride to the throne room.
Easily pleased. Yeah, just wants a game to play. Well, if you've been down there for as long as he have, you probably want some games.
I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story. Every memory.
Music just started off from nowhere then.
Swallow the anger, tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Really is dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
A child in a garden, a prize for a king, property, bound and gagged with silver and satin. I gutted a god. This hell is mine. I won't let it be forgotten.
Someone's coming. There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
Oh, he's a bard.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
We
coming.
might have a problem.
A wolf is waiting in the
This
tomb.
bard's already
Someone's
dead,
coming.
but you can defeat him.
I can feel them howling at the
My
moon.
help.
Don't forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been. What happened to the music?
I have been waiting for you, Persephone.
Oh, he's a bard.
So long. And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Betty. Welcome to my underworld. Let me treat you to a song, a welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse. Any requests? Questions?
What's your problem with Persephone?
Do, loop it. I didn't do what I was told, didn't know that it was all a game. I didn't think that he would do it. Then Eurydice was gone. And Persephone, you stood right beside him and said, what a shame. He was always gonna kill her and you knew it. And I never got to have my revenge. My pain never ends. I see you now. Persephone won't turn my back. Won't turn my back. Turn my back on you again.
I beg your pardon. I wanna behave properly. It's not your song. You better stay open. She's a friend and a god.
The throne is for me. I won't let it be forgotten.
Persephone, your part in this will never be forgotten.
The throne was stolen after I murdered the king. You should be grateful and thank me for everything. And yet you scream like a boy. You kick the ground. I was a slave.
Eurydice is gone because you did nothing.
Orpheus, there was nothing I could do.
I saw your whispers, poison behind your king.
Wasn't me.
If I cannot have my revenge, you're the next best thing.
His bark is louder than anyone's bite, and he's no match for your godly might.
You're right. Killing is so unbecoming.
That's never stopped you before.
I did what I had to, Bard.
As do I, my former queen. As do I. I never sleep now, and I never wake properly. He took everything, yet I'll never have justice. Now the music is gone.
It's all history. Why can't you let it be forgotten? Forgotten. Forgotten. Forgotten.
You didn't do what you were told, but you won't face the fact that you're to blame. And Persephone, you blew it. You must understand each other by now. All this is getting kinda old. What a shame. There's the door, walk through it.
But I never got to have my revenge.
Our pain never ends.
Our pain never ends.
Orpheus, I promise you now, belatedly, I won't turn my back. I won't turn my back on you again.
We have been fools.
You're right. Yet, what about the throne? We can't just leave it empty, can we?
Ooh, should we take the throne for ourselves? I did say this. Or we can destroy the throne. Destroy the throne will probably help in both of them. Because I don't know if we take the throne, we can release our friend if we do that.
Of course not. This hell is mine.
You dare. All this talk of being trapped by the past, and it was just a smokescreen so you could take the throne? You?
I'm not the one trapped in the past, Persephone. You are. You're obsessed.
I paid for that throne in blood, ground under my husband's heel for centuries. You have no claim. None.
I'm taking the throne because I can, just as you did. I don't see the problem.
You think that taking the throne will help you? Go on then. Please, show me your power, oh great queen of Hades.
Okay. Fates. Here I am, the Queen of Hades. Let's talk, okay? This is Grace, last of the Muses, summoning the Fates.
Problems.
Is there some trick to it? Or are you not gonna tell me now?
I'll let you in on a little secret, Grace. There is no contacting the Fates. There never was.
And Freddy?
If the throne alone could bring someone back from the dead, surely even Orpheus would have figured it out.
I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, you're you. And I believed what I wanted to believe.
And neither of us will get what we want today.
As opposed to your original plan, where that would have only been me.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Hey.
Oh.
Freddy, you're here.
Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
But you sacrificed yourself. For me.
Well, yeah. I'd do anything for you, Grace. Hey, what was the alternative? I let the Furies kill you instead? That's not how this story ends.
This isn't a story, Fred.
You're wrong. It is a story. And you need to finish it.
Yep.
Without me.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Huh? What?
Calliope? This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace. Idols don't...
Is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
I guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
I don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's
just like
true,
a talent.
then...
The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
The memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection. It's why the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone. Long ago.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No. I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
I don't know about you, but I have all the time in the world. Okay, yeah, bad joke. But I really do need to hear this.
Apollo delivered, with great reluctance, a prophecy that said I needed to die.
And who did he deliver this prophecy to?
Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I
Well.
fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Yeah, why
Why
me?
come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
I wish you hadn't. You didn't give me any choice.
I wanted to. I thought I would at least have time to explain.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have believed you.
The Furies, they kept coming. It was all I could
Well,
do.
Athena sent the Furies, but it was Apollo's prophecy, so...
I truly did not mean for it to be like this.
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but...
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask.
Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
You went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
Do you blame Athena for what she did?
She wanted to save the idols. I wanted that too.
Well, I blame her. And Apollo for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
We don't know that.
I have to go back. And I have no idea what will happen. None of this seems real.
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go. I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go. It's time to to go without you to guide the way across the storming seas. I've had a compass bright and clear. Listen to me when I say, whatever path from which you think you strayed, you but it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. It was quick and so was I. I was not prepared to die, but Grace, I choose this, and I know you'll get by. It's time. So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud, Grace.
Freddie, I gave everything to watch you go. I know.
Now it's time to go.
It's time to go.
Aw. So now we know exactly what's happened. It was a prophecy foretold that for the gods to survive, the last muse would have to die. Yeah, not happy at you, are we? We know.
And I see Freddy isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
No.
Then what happened?
You know what happened.
Then we found Calliope.
Calliope, but her Eidolon is inside you. How
It doesn't work like that. The Eidolon is only a part of an idol. The rest just...
Calliope told us what happened. The prophecy, how you warned her, how you've been lying to us. You knew. You knew the truth this entire time, even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Shame on you.
Why did you agree to help and then lie? You even said you thought Pan was responsible.
I didn't know how she died, or who else was involved.
But you knew Athena was behind it.
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction. Help you find the truth without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at. I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
Do you think the prophecy could be true? That in order for the idols to live...
It didn't say live. It said continue. That word bothers me.
Athena seems pretty certain what it means.
Athena sees what she wants. I don't know that I agree with her, and I won't just give in like Apollo. When you go to the trial, I'll back your play, up to and including overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
Big chat, I think. You could be in there enough at the end of the game. Maybe. Day 7. This is my last chance to speak to anybody before the trial. So I think we're at the end of the game here. So before we go with it, let's go and confront Pan and Apollo and then Persephone. Let's go, Pam.
Pan? Are you here?
Excuse me.
Pan! All right then. Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
No, I, wanted to apologize.
Apologize? To me? Well...
For thinking you might be behind Calliope's murder. Turns out that's not the case.
Oh, then you've learned something, haven't you? Something not exactly pleasant. I see. Isn't that always the way? Tell you what, Grace. Let's indulge in one last transaction.
Yeah, okay.
Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I have any advice to offer.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, where do I begin?
Well, of course it was Athena.
Wait, you knew?
No, how could I?
So what now?
Let the prophecy play out.
Huh?
Let it play out. It doesn't say the last muse will die, just that she must for the idols to continue. Perhaps the idols shouldn't continue. Seems reasonable enough.
Oh, so just let the idols die off. You'd be okay with that?
Did the prophecy say precisely that? Prophecies can be such tricksy little bastards. Frankly, change is long overdue. Continuing on as we have been isn't appealing, and I doubt I'm the only one who thinks so. I'm rather looking forward to the trial now. How exciting.
Oh, it's you. Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
That bad, huh? I'm not surprised. He left my place pretty upset.
You know, I knew it when I saw you. That girl's gonna be trouble. But does he listen? No. Look, I'm not stupid. I don't buy into this god crap, but I know Paul and the rest of you are not on the right side of normal. Even so, Paul is a good guy. Leave him alone. He doesn't want to talk to you.
It's all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. It's not like I was in the middle of anything.
I know how Persephone feels. But not you. You'd have every right to be furious with me.
Yeah, you lads.
Of all the people who've lied to me lately, I least expected it from you.
It made so much sense at the time, but now it's almost a relief to have it out in the open. When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe it will be different.
You don't know everything, Apollo. Half the problem is that you and every other idol thinks they do.
What do you mean?
Trying to prevent the prophecy is what's making it come true.
So you want to, what? Stop trying?
Maybe.
I hope you can forgive me, Grace.
Yeah, I get it. It's not easy, but I get it.
I suppose I'll see you at the trial, Grace. As always, if you need me, I'll stand by you.
Thank you.
Hey, on to Persephone's. Let's quickly go there, just in case I need to go there.
Did you forget something, Grace?
It felt like we hadn't quite finished our conversation.
It seemed pretty finished to me. What more is there to discuss?
Why didn't you tell me about you and Calliope?
Tell you I loved her so you and Apollo could pick apart our relationship and then cast me as the murderer? Tell you I spent 2 years hoping she would return, only to find out that that was never gonna happen? Tell all of that to the one she was now a part of, who would one day remember everything we were? Calliope would not have approved of the way I acted. But then she seldom did. It was so good to see her in Hades. To have her say she forgives me. I just wish it were as easy to forgive myself.
Well, I forgive you, if that makes it any easier.
You forgive me? I should be the one forgiving you.
Well, do you?
Fine. Yes, if that's what you want, yes. Is it any easier out there? Do you miss being immortal, Grace?
It's only been a week.
It's been a week, Persephone. If I live past the trial, I'll let you know.
Yes, the trial.
It's a whole thing, I hear.
Whatever happens, Calliope will approve of us defying Athena.
On to the trial. Go. To the trial we go.
So this is it. All your new friends have lied to you, but somehow they're gonna get you through the trial, right? I wish Freddy were here.
That's where all began.
Like a boat lost at sea with no sails, not a the fire as it burns deep inside, bright enough to guide me, an ocean defied. But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone? Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold water, no star to be seen. In your heart, we remain. You do not sail in vain. In my heart, you remain. I do not sail in vain.
Okay, here we go. Hello?
Oh, Grace, there you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
I thought this was Olympus.
Not this office building. My word, no. Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
Is this a real place?
It's the memory of a real place, which for us is the same thing. Let's begin, shall we? Brothers, sisters, everyone,
Get out of this one, chat.
look around you. We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger. I waited to tell you until I was certain, and now I am. The idols are dying. It will not be long before even our immortality deserts us. The time for extreme measures has arrived.
How do you know it's true? How can you be so certain?
Each time we pass on our eidolon, we become a little less. It is, however, not solely that. I have had Hecate researching the matter for decades, and her results are conclusive. We are diminishing. I am at this trial to tell you that, as always, I will look out for you. I will save you. Trust in me, Pallas Athena, daughter of Zeus and leader of the chorus, and I will do anything it takes to keep you all alive.
You'll do anything? Tell them. Let them know what that anything includes. Tell them about the prophecy Apollo gave you, and how you've interpreted it. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
It's true.
We spoke to Calliope in Hades. She told us how you sent the Furies after her.
You couldn't have.
Yes, I could. There's more to an idol than just the eidolon. Maybe you even knew that once, but you've forgotten it, just like all the idols have. You don't know everything, Athena.
No. I do not accept this. You are lying.
You're the one who's been lying. Or would you like to explain to the idols how you murdered Calliope based on a vague prophecy? Tell them.
Yes, it's me.
Oh.
It's me. Of course, it's me. The one who gets it done. Don't you see? It had to be. You all turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry, hooray, once it's on the dish. That's how we do this. Yes, we. Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you. All these things that you are not prepared to do. All I ever did, all the sacrifice, all I ever hid, trying to be nice, everything for you. But in any case, I always knew you'd throw it in my face. You're so controlling. Sorry, little bird, time to wring your neck.
This I know, once the muse is dead, questions creep, they'll burrow in my head. What did I do? What didn't I do? All this time, you've shown us what to sing. Wisdom, that's what you bring. Is that still true?
This coming from you. You're lost, little boy. You've lost all perspective. You're ready to throw this away for this little mite. He's not throwing things away. He's picked up the fight. None of you see. So it's down to me. It's fine. I'll take all the blame. I'll take all the pain. Think you see it all? You just see a scrap. You wanna make the call. You need to hold the map. You cloistered children. It's time for you and all who stand with you. Yes, you too. Form a queue. Time to follow through. Cause and effect. You feed this thing more blood, you'll feel regret. I know you know I'm right. You feel it deep inside. If I stop now, Olympus is wrecked. Cause and effect.
What's that chat? Pull this around.
It's time to do something new. I'm ready to see.
I was so low, I nearly withdrew. Now I'm here because she inspired me.
Grace, I love you. Oh, not in that way. I just meant to say you're great, Grace, and I'm with you. Well, I'm not with you. I'm just you know what I mean.
Of course, it's me. Because of me, this prophecy would come to be. My Olympus is gone, and you're all looking on at a stranger wearing my face. My Olympus is gone. Now I'm some other one. Just how long has she been in place?
Give it time, you'll find even an island drift. You don't notice 'cause it only moves in teeny tiny shifts.
There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong. Be strong. No cost is great enough. It was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing is. I leave it up to you what to do with this.
All these years you ruled this place. I think it's time you made some space. Enough of you.
It's overdue.
Step away. Let it go. Fresher hands should steer this boat and sail it to something new.
I'm gonna claim, I'm gonna rule. Rule the underworld, and now I'm gonna rule the overworld.
Are you finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And?
You certain about that chair, brother? You've always said you didn't want it.
Okay. Maybe he's
I
not
think
so-
it's about time, don't you?
Wait, you're leading the chorus now?
Only for the moment. That's what we need to tell you. We've decided to disband the chorus. No more laws, no more hiding from mortals. It's time the idols found a new way.
You're planning to tell everyone what we really are? Isn't that risky?
We'll give it some time to let those who are afraid go into hiding, but it needs to happen. We have to rejoin the world.
I have a few thoughts as to how you could go about revealing yourselves.
I was hoping you might.
If there's time, we could prepare a campaign.
A campaign? You make it sound like preparing for battle.
It is, kinda. The idols would be stars before you know it. If you're famous enough, there's only so much that can be done to you.
Now that is a marvelous idea indeed.
Could you all give Grace and I a moment, please? Well, you did it. You survived.
Did shout we did it.
Was there ever any doubt? Okay, maybe there was a little doubt. How about that last song, though?
It certainly did the trick, yes.
Did the trick. It was amazing.
Obviously, you're as free to go as any of the idols, but I do hope you'll remain with us. We need you.
Of course I'll stay. You'll all start arguing again the minute I leave, otherwise.
Oh, we'll probably do that even if you stay.
Character growth, Apollo. If you can do it, so can the rest of the idols.
Let's hope you hold on to that optimism. What do you say, Grace? Ready to face the music one more time?
Always.
Two months later.
Of course you're both here. In my apartment. Why wouldn't you be?
We were waiting for you.
How does it feel to be the idol spokesperson, appearing on every newscast, reputable and otherwise?
I'm exhausted.
The Oracle has been keenly following your progress. She records every appearance, every interview. She may be your biggest fan.
The way she talks, you'd think she never doubted who you were.
Well, at least she's been of great help to your online campaign.
Everyone here has also been busy. Would you like to hear the latest?
Okay, we might as well.
Is there any word yet on Aphrodite and Eros? They left the city a while ago.
Eros sent word, yes. Aphrodite has started a spiritual retreat in the mountains?
Let's call it a cult.
Whatever it is, he says it's been helping her. Being the goddess of love to the world once more has at last brought her peace.
I thought for sure they'd go into hiding. Aphrodite fears mortals more than any other idol, doesn't she?
Hence why she surrounded herself with only those who shower her with adoration.
As I recall, sister, you also headed several cults across the centuries.
The Eleusinian mysteries weren't about shoring up my ego, Apollo.
What about Venus? Did she go with them?
The mortal? I don't believe so. Last I heard, she opened a gallery. Aphrodite's become her patron.
Venus has painted most of the idols. I sat for her last week, in fact. It's made her rather successful.
What about Hecate and Asterion? Are they still at the reliquary?
Hecate leave the reliquary? I'd sooner believe the sun would go out.
It doesn't hurt that they seem enraptured with each other's company.
Asterion is all Hecate is willing to discuss. Do I need to know every detail of his sexual prowess? I do not.
Didn't Hecate say it is written that she and the Minotaur would eventually break up?
Well, eventually, for Hecate could be centuries from now.
In the meantime, she gushes about her new boyfriend like a schoolgirl.
You should hear Asterion, then. His gushing puts hers to shame. I'm happy for them both.
And Medusa? I take it she's no longer at the reliquary.
She was. For a few months.
There was an incident involving Hecate's new cat.
Oh no!
Medusa was beside herself with apologies, but needless to say, she moved on rather quickly. We're not certain where.
Meaning what? Medusa is roaming the streets? Doing whatever she likes?
Not quite.
Medusa believed she might not be able to control her appetite, so she asked us to put her in contact with the mortal government. They took her somewhere. It was her decision. The government is grateful. They even suggested we might see Hephaestus again.
Aphrodite's husband? He's alive?
So it appears. Who knows what he's been doing for the mortals since the war, but it would raise all our spirits to see him again.
Has anyone heard about Athena? It's been a while.
The revelation of the idols to the mortal world went far better than she could have dreamed. I think it shook her.
Well, she was wrong about a great many things.
As the goddess of wisdom, that's not an easy realization. So she left. Back to the old world.
Back to the old world? It's a long way to travel by herself.
Well, I asked her to go. There's so many of us who went missing during the war. The idols going public might bring them out of hiding. Athena wanted to leave, and this gave her a purpose. We'll see if anything comes of it.
What about you, Apollo? Still planning on leaving the city?
Not right away. I've been helping the idols remaining at Olympus learn how to live as part of the mortal world.
Every day he parades about the city with idols in tow like frightened ducklings, showing them how the world works.
But Apollo barely knows how the world works.
Well, that's what makes it funny. It's the blind leading the blind.
And after that?
I don't know. I was thinking of traveling for a time. Despite my age, there are so many places I haven't been.
What you mean is that all the attention on the idols is driving you to distraction.
It is a bit disconcerting. The photographers following me around, the letters addressed to the sun god. I don't know what to do with it all. Even so, I'm not running away. I'll be back. I simply think it's time to see the world again with my own eyes.
Is Hermes still around? I'm surprised they're not here with the rest of you.
Well, we've barely seen them of late.
Hermes has been busy. They've become a social media darling, or so the Oracle tells me.
The truly amusing part is that they're not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes likes to people please, it's true.
Hopefully it won't backfire on them. Fame is a double-edged sword.
Hermes lives a charmed life. Never fear.
Well, it's odd seeing their face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
What about Pan? I haven't seen him since the trial.
No one's seen him.
Should we be worried? It is Pan, and what he does will reflect on us all.
Pan is harmless.
Mostly harmless.
As far as I can tell, he did regret his involvement in Calliope's death. He'll lay low. At least for a time.
He'll be back with some new scheme to make us all groan.
You're not wrong.
How about you, Persephone? Any big changes?
Not yet, though I may be selling the club very soon.
The underworld? Why?
I don't need a substitute for the real thing. That's all it ever was, and I'm fine with having neither. That said, I've been itching for a change. I believe it's time to move on to something else.
Do we get to know what that something else is?
No, you don't. I came by to offer the Queen of Hades my regards. You likely won't see me for quite some time.
You will be missed, sister. More than you'll ever believe.
I still can't believe it's all over.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace. Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely just begun.
Oh, I didn't do that.
On the contrary, you absolutely did.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
Kind of feels like this is it, huh? Like we won't see each other for a long time.
No. Not like this. You're right.
Everything has changed.
What song?
Stormy skies clear, soft breeze blow.
The ocean lies calm, stars are out.
We'll chart our paths, I've no doubt.
Where will we end up with different routes? A fresh coat of paint, sails unfurled, ready to go.
Watching the shore as we drift away.
Lost in the sunrise, parting mists of gray.
Sailing to new water, the rush of a new
Everything has changed. Everything.
And that's the end of the game. This game was made on stolen ground. Would like to acknowledge the world involving peoples and challenges peoples. That's kind of greasy. That was pretty good. I've never really played a musical game before. It was very interesting, and obviously I didn't really talk a lot with it because they're speaking for, yeah, so I do apologise for that. Kind of really got into that then and made a lot of the choices myself. So, according to what I read on Steam, this game, if I played it again, would not be the same. And there's loads of different endings as well, but I won't be doing that. I will be going on to the next game next week now, so I will be having a day off tomorrow. Because that's what I'm scheduled, Monday to Saturday now. I'll be having a Sunday off, basically just for family time and catching up on, you know, anything else that I need to do, like, you know, like and posting on the YouTube or TikToks or Instagrams or anything like that. I can catch up on that. But I'd like to thank anybody that's watched this little mini series. It's only 2 episodes and we're done. a bit like the point and click adventure game, but after Dave the Diver, we just needed something that was nice and fast, get over and done with. And it gives me time then to think of what the next game will be streaming. It probably will be something kind of like Punch Club or Dave the Diver Thursday as well. Okay, I'll have to update the schedule for that. Thanks for reminding me. So yeah, I think we'll let the credits roll. But yeah, as I was saying, thanks to anybody that's watched, followed, and it's always appreciated. And I'll update the schedule to what we're next going to be streaming. Which I have got an idea in my head, but I'm not too sure. I'll have to have a look what's on the list really. But I think we probably will be a game that we can grind out, do a bit of this, do a bit of that on. I think the better games, not saying that this is not being a good game, but you know, some games that we can actually stream for a couple of episodes. Well, it's a very interesting game. Like I said, I've never played a game like this before. Very interesting with the musical parts of it. It's a lot story based. Let's have that right. There's not a lot of choices, but we could definitely have different playthroughs if we wanted to and pick different routes. You know, whether that's actually going to affect the game, it probably will be, but I think eventually, I don't think it's going to change who the killer is. Yeah, very interesting game. Definitely won't change the killer. Yeah, I'm not too sure if it does change the killer. I'm gonna say it doesn't, but yeah. I mean, I'd have to play it through again and pick different things just to see. I don't think so. I think it'll just change the storyline and change the path. But I think there is different endings. I'm pretty sure of that. I would have to read through again on the Steam, because I'm pretty sure there might be different endings. So you never know. And obviously as well, we never even picked any of the romances. The reason why we did that as well, we made, you know, because we didn't want to be persuaded by people like at Pan at the beginning when he was trying to brainwash us. We didn't want to really like fall in love with them and anything like that, because then it might sway us. But it might be worthwhile going through them lines, but again, I won't be doing that. We'll be streaming a different game, but I might do that in my own time, and just to see what like kind of romances were. Even if they did change the, you know, the route sort towards different things. But yeah, probably definitely play it again. Again, a bit like Dave, you know, I'd probably play it again. Would I stream it again? Well, probably not, because I've obviously completed the storyline. But again, there is a lot more content on this. If you wanted to do multiple playthroughs, and again, if there were also any different endings as well, you know, you might want to play through this. But I'd definitely give it a go. I got it through Humble Bundle. Oh, did I? Yeah. I bought it full price. We bought through Humble Bundle. I think we got a little discount, so. But if you're into music, or if you're into storylines, if you're into Greek mythology and the old gods, it's definitely a game for you. So I would definitely to anybody that might want to try it out, yeah, give it a go. Why not? And that was the end of the game. Yeah, no, again, I really did enjoy that. Especially yesterday when we streamed it, like, it was like really interesting. I think because we finished that, I think we're actually going to end the stream a little bit early as well. So otherwise it's going to be me chatting for half an hour about basically nothing. But yeah, I think we're going to now we've finished that, we're going to leave the stream, yeah, end the stream a little bit earlier. But yeah, I think we've got a lot of games that we can pick from. You know, I mean, we've got the new Baldur's Gate. We've got, you know, we've got all sorts. I think Baldur's Gate might be a bit big, but that could be something to stream. Again, I did have something in my mind, but I will have to actually look at it and to see whether it's really streamable. That's the thing. But yeah. So anyway, again, thanks for anybody that's was watched the stream, anybody that's taken part in the chat over the last couple of days. It's been fun. Everybody that's viewed, again, thanks very much. And yeah, we're gonna leave it as that for tonight. End the stream a little bit early because we finished the game. And again, not going to be streaming tomorrow. That's just going to be a bit of family time, a bit of recuperation. Probably, like I said, post a few things on TikTok and YouTube, Instagram, all that kind of good stuff. You know, catch up on that. So yeah. So that's going to be me signing off. Have a good night, have a good morning, and we'll see you again on Monday. Bye now.